What's up, Lowlives? It's your boy Rhino back with another incredible episode of the Lowlife podcast. It's going to be finger licking good. With me, as always, my trusty co host, Dan the Man, aka Danny Pinhead.
What's up, my boy? How y'all doing?
What's up, my boy?
Back on the
New
celly.
rule. All right. New rule for 2026. If you come up to me and you don't say, "What's up, my boy?" I ain't even going to answer you. Okay.
Yeah, that's how we know you listen.
That's a good litmus test. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
if you come up to us and you go, "Hey, what's up, boy?"
Yeah.
Or, "Hey, what's up, boy?" We know you ain't down with the LCP.
That's right.
All right, so we got some shit to go over. We got some housekeeping we want to go over right at the beginning because when this drops, wait, when does this drop? This drops on the fucking 2nd, dude, right?
Yeah. No, the third.
What day is it?
The
The
third.
3rd.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Today is July 3rd, day before 4th of July.
Okay. Happy Independence Day, everybody. God bless America. Um, we're we're less than a week away from the kickoff of Idle Hands. All right.
Yep.
You're listening to the sound of my voice. You're putting your phone in your crotch because it's so bassy. It's going to make you come. But you're also coming to the Idle Hands show. And hopefully you're already here in New Hampshire with us. Oh, wait, this is on the 3rd. Get all the fucking
Not yet.
shit mixed up.
Please,
Anyways.
God, don't.
It's not next weekend. It's so insane that I remember back like months ago, I was like, man, I can't wait till the Idle Hand show. And now here we are. It's like a week away. That's
Yeah,
fucking
I could use
crazy.
another month. Yeah.
Yeah, we're hustling, dude. Dan's fucking outside like fucking Bob Vila, bro. He's cutting up fucking carnival games and shit. He's fucking making all the pedestals for all the fucking art show and shit. We're having like critical high bridge meetings with our venue. We have like fucking all the pieces are falling together, you know? I talked
Yep.
to Jesse, the fucking ringleader of the Chopper games. We got fucking packages, all these packages, dude. I just got another package today. More sponsorship packages, more giveaways. So
Beautiful.
let's just kick it off with the sponsors of the Idle Hand show. Because we got
Yep.
some new ones too. All right, I'm just gonna rattle them off because we want to get to some of the meat and potatoes of what's going on next week at the Idle Hand show. For you inquiring minds that want to know, we're gonna give you all the start times and everything that's going on. But first up, we got Deadbeat Customs, longest sponsor of the Low Life podcast. Lowbrow Customs, Stay Strong Co., Chop Ahead, The Easy Co., Dirty Dan's Chop Shop, that's Dan Sheehan 3 on Instagram, Aztec Leather Company, Burnt Up Wood Burning, Traditional Chopper, MC Shop Tees, Money Shot Fabrication, Spectra Oil, Pork Chop the Barber, Torque Motorcycle Co., Walteza 13, Jepson's Malort, Doom Colt, Cold Coffee, that's Midwest Moving Monsters. And he actually wanted to let me know if you're in the Midwest and you're coming to the Idle Hand show, it's at Cold Coffee. So C.O.L.D.coffee. It's Midwest Moving Monsters. He'll pack your bikes up. He'll pack your shit up. He's coming. Okay.
Hell
To the
yeah.
Idle Hand show. So if you're in the Midwest, hit up the Midwest Moving Monsters. If you need shit transported. All right. Hit him up. If you're coming through the Midwest, I mean, just hit the boy up and see. He said he'll cram as many motherfucking choppers as he can in that thing. So just in time, if you're having trouble getting out to the Idle Hand show, hit up Cold Coffee on Instagram. And then finally, Mad Squirrel Company. He was on the podcast a long time ago. Actually, it might be I forgot to add him, but he's going to be doing a giveaway at our show, and we'll be in attendance.
We got one more.
All right. What's that?
Custom Destruction. We got a helmet
Oh,
coming up
customer
from
selection.
Wes. Yep, we got a helmet coming up from Wes. So thank you so much, Wes. So we will have one of those to be raffling off as well. So we got some pretty killer raffle items. Bring your dollars. It's gonna be like $20 for an arm length. So we got a shitload of them. So we're gonna be selling them.
Yeah, we got a lot of cool shit. I mean, we're giving away a ton of cool shit for free. You can win some shit for free at the
Right.
carnival. But we're also gonna be doing a raffle to raise money for next year's Idle Hands. So open those motherfucking wallets, guys, and win some cool ass shit.
Yep.
Um, all right. The Idle Hand Show. Let me bring up the timeline here. All right. So we're kicking things off. I gotta share my screen here. Um, we're kicking shit off on Thursday. All right. So the Idle Hand Show, initially it was a 1 day show, like
Yeah.
half a day. Then it became a 2 day show. And it just kept on growing and growing. And now it's a motherfucking 4 day weekend, dude. So it's gonna kick off. Let me show my hopefully I'm not showing any weird shit here. Idle Hands 2026. We got the welcome party. That's going to be at the Courier Gallery of Art. It's going to start at 5 p.m. Eastern time and go till 9 p.m. At the Courier Museum of Art, you can check out Fish Tank Whiskey's fucking bikes. He got his Bewitched bike in there and his shovel head. Is it got the shovel head in there, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Um, and you can check out Danny Lyon, the bike riders photography exhibit. Next up, we got. Oh, how come I can't click on that?
Real quick on that Thursday, that's for everyone and anyone. Okay.
Yes.
If you're on four wheels rather, find street parking elsewhere and walk in. If you're on a bike, bring it right up to the museum because they're going to be parking us all outside in a big
Yeah.
horseshoe type deal sort of thing.
There's
So if
plenty
you're
of
on a,
parking in Manchester. There's plenty of
yeah,
parking too. Like there's a parking garage. It's not it's pretty downtown Manchester, 150 Ash Street. So
yeah,
you guys shouldn't if you're in a cage, you shouldn't have any trouble finding it.
nope, easy peasy.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is everybody's welcome, all ages. Come check out the fucking Courier Museum of Art is sick, dude. Um
Yep.
and just show up and it's just going to be chill. We're going to have food, we're going to have beers. And it's just a welcome party. Everybody's going to be laid back. We're going to be smacking asses, kissing babies. It's going to be fun. All right. Next up, we got. Oh, shit. Can I move this? I don't know how to
See
do
the
this on.
arrow, the arrow.
Oh, I was clicking the arrow I put on the graphic. It's been a long day. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, all right. Next up, we got the Builders Bash. This is going to be at 815 Cocktails and Provisions on Elm Street. This is invite only. We're going to be sending the invites out. Actually, Dan, I was just thinking about this today. We have that VIP list.
Yep.
We got to
I've
tell
got it.
people they're invited.
Yeah. I've got
Um,
that the invites are going out this week.
yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. Get with me first because I want to make a full list. Just so we're
Absolutely.
not,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, Yeah, so this is for the builders. It's the Builders Bash. It's our little way of saying thank you. We're going to be debuting our Idle Hands beer here. Ryan over at 815 hooked us up. It's Woodstacker Brewery, um, brewed and bottled, baby, and it's only going to be available at the Idle Hand Show. We got a limited run. We got cases at the Builders Bash, and we're going to have cases the day of the show. But this is for our invited builders, for our A side builders, and for people that are helping out with the show. It's
The
just
art
me and
show
Dan's little way of
artists.
saying thank you.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and artists and things like that. So
Yeah.
I also want to mention there's a B side bash too. It's an unofficial B side bash put on by what are they called? The Sun Cruisers?
Sun Chasers shop. Yep. The Sun Chasers boys. Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
going to be at Strange Brew. Go check out their Instagram page. I don't want to give any misinformation. I forget what time it is, but it's around the same time, and we'll see you guys there too.
Yeah, we're gonna go to as many places as possible, and then there's a third unofficial, not A side, not B side, everybody else side at the Candia Road Brewing. So go check that out too.
Yep.
But basically, Friday night, everybody's getting together downtown Manchester. Downtown Manchester's fun. There's a bunch of bars and shit. So if you show up
Yeah.
and you're like, this place is fucking gay, you can just walk out the door and, there's a bunch of cool bars. Shaskeen's always got music and cool shit going on. Um, so yeah, come out and party. Elm Street in Manchester. Just go out and have fun. All right. Next up, we got the fucking Chopper Carnival. All right.
Oh,
We
wait.
got drag
Sorry. Wait.
races.
We fucked up. Friday is also, we are going to be starting load in for the A-siders, B-siders, the freak show, the vendors, stuff like that. So if you're coming from out of town and you're going to be there Friday day, we are going to have some space inside Harley. They're going to designate for us where we can store things. The A-siders and the freak show bikes are going to be able to be stored inside Harley for the duration of Idle Hands weekend. They'll, even if it's just right inside or whatever, it'll be inside. It'll be under surveillance and et cetera. It'll be taken care of. So you don't have to take your
Good
bike in and
catch.
out. The
Yeah,
B-siders,
that's
the B-siders, I don't know that we're going to have enough space because we don't know how many of you are showing, right? So we're not 100% sure if we're going to be able to store each and every one of your bikes. And then, et cetera. We'll figure that out for the Saturday. But Friday, we're going to be starting load in. I've been guessing 10 to 4, something like that, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. I'm going to be there earlier than 10 a.m. for sure. But I figure we end around 4 p.m., give everybody a chance to get back to their get ready spot and then meet out at their respective parties that night. So
yeah.
we
Yeah,
will
and
be
if you're
doing
gonna be
some load
coming into
in.
town a little late or something, just hit us up, let us know. We'll work with you.
Yep.
We wanna make sure everybody's that's coming out,
Right.
gets their shit taken care of, right? So then you don't have to you can just party on Saturday. So, yeah,
Right.
we did confirm we'll be able to do A-side and freak show bikes the day before. So just hit us up, let us know when you're coming, and we'll make sure that we're there.
Yep. If you are like a vendor or whatever, and you want to set up your stuff, like your area or whatever, you know what I mean? Get all that stuff set up on Friday. All good. We're going to be setting up the stage and all that other stuff from what I imagine. I'm going to be setting up the entire art show essentially, except for like the little things and obviously the art itself.
Yeah,
Um,
we'll be setting up the fucking entrance and all that shit.
the entrance, all that stuff is going to be set up and it's going to be there and it's going to be, I mean, you can see that whole place literally from the highway now. I just went there today and like they cleared out all of the trees. Like you could essentially walk onto 93 North. It's pretty crazy. So
Yeah, try not to do that.
I'm,
Don't get shit
definitely don't
faced
do
or
that.
high
Yeah.
on some acid and wander onto 93
Yeah. That
southbound.
happens.
You're gonna get
Not for
clipped.
nothing. That happens all the time on that fucking stretch of highway. Not at
Oh yeah,
Harley, but people walking into traffic and fucking, it's
yeah,
crazy. But anyways,
yeah.
um, so yeah, everything's gonna be like well taken care of and shit. If you're not concerned with leaving your stuff out overnight, please come set up on Friday. That's a-okay. And then
Yeah.
Saturday morning at 7 a.m., we're gonna be kicking off real deal load in. So if you are involved in the show
We said
after
8,
7
I
a.m.
think.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
there earlier than that.
yeah,
So
yeah,
if
yeah.
you want to come earlier, it's
We'll
fine. But
say we'll
yeah,
say
sorry, 8.
load in Saturdays 8 to 11 officially. So if you have to
Perfect.
come
8 to
early
11.
or whatever, just let us know ahead of time. But me and
Yep.
Dan and the whole Harley crew at Manchester Harley Davidson is going to be there at 8 o'clock. Um, and that's when the official load in starts for B side, freak show, A side if you didn't get it in on a Friday night, and all vendors. So you can show up,
Everything.
be set up by 11 o'clock. Right. So if you can set up your shit in a fucking hour, you can come at 10. You know what I mean? But
Right.
make sure your shit is set up by 11 o'clock. That way, when we kick this motherfucker off at noon, we're diving right into it. We're going hard. All right. So
Yep.
people are showing up. And we're not waiting around. We're kicking this shit off at noon and we're starting to fucking party right at noon. So be prompt. Don't be meandering in because you're so fucking cool. Oh, I slip in on a Saturday and come by at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You're gonna miss shit, dude. Be
Like
there at
bullshit
noon.
detector said. Like bullshit detector says, give me a few minutes to bask in the little time that's left. Squeeze every single second out of this weekend that you can. There's no cool guy shit here. We don't care. None of you are cool. We're all the same. Come out every second that you can. Be there early.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be kicking off, guys. We got the the Chopper Carnival. Okay, so we're gonna have mad games. Not all of them are. Some of them are just like lawn games. We're gonna have like fucking beer pong, or as we call it up here in
Mm,
New Hampshire, Beirut. We're
yep.
gonna have fucking just like lawn games to play, like fucking what's that one with the bean bags? Fucking cornhole.
Cornhole.
Um,
I got ladder golf. I got
yeah,
that little goofy one that I made.
yep,
We got battle pong. We're gonna have CeeLo. Um,
yeah. You can gamble. Bring your ones, guys. Bring
yep,
your ones, fives, tens, and 20s because we are going to be gambling. There's no cops
for
allowed
sure.
on site.
Bring cash. Bring cash.
Bring cash. We got
Um,
we got the chopper games kicking off too. So chopper games, there'll be like a sign up sheet. Same thing with the drag races. There'll be like a little waiver and a sign up sheet. It'll all be marked. If you have any trouble finding anything, find someone with a Carney shirt or a Harley Davidson shirt. They'll point you in the right direction. But drag races, chopper games, you're going to sign up for. There's going to be prizes for that shit. We're going to have multiple food trucks. We're going to have like some carnival food. We're going to have some fucking pizza. We're going to have fucking $1 beers. We got like we got like hundreds of idle hands beers coming to us.
yep.
We're going to be doing the Danger Dan international kickstart competition. So get your shit primed, dude. Park that shit in the sun. Make sure it don't get too cold. Um, it's going to be a fucking blast. So show up early. We're going to be partying, and then Dan, what time do the bands kick off?
The bands are gonna kick off right after the awards. So Rhino and I still need to get together and like organize an hour by hour, minute by minute schedule of events or whatever. But what I have in my head is we probably are going to start the awards somewhere around 4 p.m. and then that's going to last a while. We have quite a few awards, and you know what I mean. We want to try and get bikes up on stage and the whole production. So that's probably
Yeah.
going to take a while. And then whenever that's done, so like 5:30, somewhere around there, the bands are going to kick off and rifle right through. So um, it's going to be sick. We might have some band updates coming up too, so stay tuned for that. We
Ooh,
are
yeah.
hopefully going to
Last
have.
minute.
Yep, there might be some last minute stuff that's that's hush hush for right now, but potentially going to have some, like I mentioned, some Lenny Lashley during the day on Saturday. So we've secured a
Yeah.
sound guy, so it's all going to sound great. We're going to have great equipment and stuff. Um,
We're gonna have
so
great
it's going to be.
music all day long. We're gonna have great food. You're gonna
Mhm.
have great company. It's just gonna be a fucking wicked fun time.
Yep, for sure. We've got a projector and all that stuff, so hopefully we'll have, it'll look all professional and have a backdrop and be able to pump our sponsors all fucking day long, and it's all coming together. It's gonna be pretty sick.
Yep. And then we're gonna have that hardcore show, and then afterwards, I don't know where the after party is. So we're all gonna have to put our heads together and figure it out. But Sunday, we're starting a little bit late. All right. I got up at I think 3:30 this morning, but on Sunday, I'm definitely not getting up at that early. So we're gonna do a swap meet and brunch on Sunday. So this is just everybody's nursing their hangover. Show up at 10, put out your parts. You're bringing parts from all over the country. You came out here, there I know there's dudes going across country on their bikes, which mad props. But if you're loading up in a van or in a truck or whatever, throw a bunch of your cool chopper parts and recoup some of that beer money on Sunday, okay? Some
Yep.
of that beer money. They're dollar beers, but let's face it, you're
Yeah.
going to be eating funnel cake, stuffing your face full of fucking hot dogs and shit from Lizzie's Glizzies. So you're going to need some gas money to get home. So we're just doing a chill fucking swap meet. We're going to eat some fucking food and we're all going to say our goodbyes. But this one is just chill. We don't have any carnival games. Maybe we'll have some of the fucking shit set up. Have a little
I
hair of the
mean,
dog if there's any beers left over.
yeah, the way I see it is whatever's left is left. Because like logistically, I'm not sure what's booked for just Saturday and what's booked for both days. I know, you know what I mean. Like there are some vendors that can only stay for Saturday, stuff like that, that are
Hmm.
gonna go out and do something. So whatever's left. But so two quick things. One, on the food vendors, I finally got a chance to go over to Dead Proof Pizza, which is who we're gonna have on site, and they're famous for their tendies and their pizza, and we had a like the little teacup pepperoni pizza and some of their tenders, and it's the best of each that I've had around here by far. It's fucking unbelievable. So definitely get some Dead Proof Pizza while you're here. And the second thing, if you're gonna be a vendor, so to speak, swapping parts and shit on Sunday, show up a little before 10. Show up at like 9 or whatever. Get your little spot set up because at 10 is kind of gates open. So just show up an hour early or whatever, throw out your blanket, your fucking poncho, and your parts, and we'll fucking roll it from there.
Yeah, dude. It's the social event of the season. And I'll say it one last no, I'm not I'm gonna say it again next week, but I'm gonna say it one last time before we actually kick off the show. This is going to be the greatest chopper show in the history of chopper shows. Guys, it's our first year, it's a 4-day show. It's a fucking community driven, true grassroots, no huge sponsorship, garage builder build off that culminates in a chopper carnival. I mean, are you fucking kidding me, dude? If you don't
With
come to
drag
this,
races and fucking,
drag
dude,
races,
we got,
burnouts, mechanical pig. What are you
yeah.
doing with your life?
I can't even believe it, man. I stopped by Harley today. I was working right down the road, and I know they weren't open yet, but I knew there'd be some people there. And it's funny. I was just driving around in my service truck, and Fish came around the corner in his personal vehicle. So I ended up walking around with him, and I met up with Maddie, the GM, and everybody over there is buzzing. They all can't wait. So it's pretty awesome. It's going to be like being there on site and seeing everything and like kind of envisioning everything, even without a good mind's eye. It's like, this is going to be fucking nuts. It really is. It's going to be insane.
We're joined with Sean Szymanski. What's up, Sean? Can you hear us?
Yeah, what's up, man?
All right, buddy.
What's
So
going
this
on, dude?
is
What's
the
up, Jane?
last builder interview that we're going to be doing here on the podcast. All but one, I think we got. Or yeah, I think we got all but one.
Yep. There was one or two, but either way,
One or two.
yeah,
Not bad.
as many as we could.
So Sean,
Yeah.
you're out in where do you I guess what's your hometown? I know you're joining us from Cali right now, but where are you
Yeah,
from?
so I live in New Jersey, and then my boss bought a plant in California, so I've been out here for the past 6 months.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Yeah, so I go home
I thought you were
anywhere from
just
like
out there for like the week or something.
no, yeah, so I'm working out here, and then I would come home and then pretty much have everything scheduled and just get as much done on the bike as I could, and then fly back out, order parts, and then go home, do the same thing.
Damn.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
So you're commuting back to build the bike.
Yeah, so what I'll usually do is, like, I'll get everything ready, and then I'll stay I have a crew out here, so I'll get those guys all set up. I'll go home for 3 or 4 days and, get as much done as I could. Hope I didn't forget anything, and, get some fab work done, and, I enjoy it, and then, I'd fly back out Monday morning. I'd leave my house at, like, 2 a.m. to catch a flight out here.
Damn.
Damn. That is wild, dude, that you're building this bike. And you said you've been out there for the last 6 months. So
Yeah,
a
so
very
right
good
before
portion of this
Christmas.
build.
Yeah. Yup, so since December to now, and then I took a vacation to go home. I leave Wednesday on a red-eye flight, and then we'll, go home and start getting it together.
Oh shit, dude.
Damn.
So how much how much do you have left to do? I mean,
Not much at all.
realistically, can you
Eddie
yeah.
yeah, he's pretty much wrapping up, and then, I have the motor ready, everything's pretty much set. When I fabricated everything, I really take my time, make sure everything fits. I take a lot of pride in that, so I just usually when I get them back, I can put a bike together in usually 3 to 4 days.
Oh damn.
Nice.
So
I
what's
can't wait to see what Eddie's doing.
Yeah, it's pretty
yeah, have
wild.
you
We're trying to really keep it kind of, everything's like in the black and white right now, but it's wild, man.
Sick. I'm sure it is. He's a fucking genius.
Oh,
where
nicest guy
is
you would
Eddie
ever
from?
meet.
Where's Eddie from? Is he in the New England or New Jersey area?
New Jersey, yup. He's in North Jersey, and he does an awesome job. He does most of it out of his garage. Um and in his house mostly too. I know he does a lot of like the artwork, the pinstriping and everything. So he's an amazing guy. Definitely he knocked it out of the park.
Oh shit. So what's your
Yeah, he's
background, I guess,
incredible.
in bike bikes? Like, did you get started
So
early or are you late
yeah,
bloomer or
I got into Harleys I'm 36 now. When I was like 18, I got my first Harley. I got a Sportster. Then I ended up buying a Fat Boy. Uh, it was overheated, had an S&S motor in it. They dropped the valve seat, so I took that on as like a basket case project. Then I bought a Paco frame and started building choppers when I was like 20. That was like my first real one that I built from the ground up. And I took a break for a while, got into race cars. They closed all the tracks down and then started building Harleys again.
Hmm.
No shit. Race cars. What kind of racing? Like
Drag racing, a lot of no prep stuff. I had a
drag racing?
64 Nova and I had a 79 Malibu. So I had a lot of fun with
Hell
that.
yeah.
But the bikes were always like my thing. Like that was, I really always enjoyed working on them.
Were you always into cars too, or was that
Yeah,
like a late thing?
no,
Okay.
anything pretty much that went fast or made a lot of noise, it was right up my alley.
No shit. Yeah, I started late. I started real late with bikes. I
Me
fucking
too.
regret it a lot. It's like as good as I am now, if I started when I was like 16 or even 20, dude, I'd be fucking so incredible right now, but I still suck. And it's hard to
Nah,
teach
Yeah.
an old dog new tricks, you know?
dude, every bike is a learning process. I learn every time. I just try to be better and make things cleaner. I got into a lot like Sportsters. I love. I built quite a few Sportsters. A lot of higher horsepower stuff. I used a lot of Hammer Performance. They're great guys over there. Um, Evo bikes I really enjoy. This is actually my first shovel head that I built. Was for this show, so I was actually really excited for this one.
Yeah, so
No
what's
kidding.
what's the bike that you're building now? Tell us a little. I'll
Um,
grab a pick and bring it up. Um, Here we go. All right. Oh, we got a magneto on that
Mm-hmm.
bad boy.
Yeah, it's a Morris Mag. It's just an 80 cube Evo or shovel head. Sorry, it's got a 28 over Northern Springer on it. It's a Ben Jeff single down tube frame. I really like his stuff. That's the second Ben Jeff frame I've used. The quality is amazing. Same thing with Northern Springer. It's a Jacob Conrad oil tank, which is just a quality piece. When he first released them, I bought one. This whole bike I was building, but not before the show. I was just still collecting parts, and it was kind of like the perfect timing. I saw you guys put this up from the one dude Kyle Count Chopular. He was doing it, so I was like, I might as well jump into it, see what happens, and then just kind of had fun with it. Built a 2-in-1 for it. Kind of left it more like a tougher style, just in like a long, old Swedish style bike.
Yeah, I love that. That exhaust is tough as hell.
Thank you.
Love a 2-into-1. Yeah. Blasting out the side. Yeah, Northern Springers, dude. That he's from Canada, right?
Yup. Yeah, great guy to work with. Very quick. He'll get it to you. Pretty much anything that you could imagine, that guy will make. So I had the front end, the motor, the trans, and then had gotten the frame, and then it was like perfect timing. It all just kind of worked out.
Oh shit. So what year motor is that?
That's a 77, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I know it's an 80-inch. I bought it off a guy that I know locally. He had it in his bike and ended up putting an Evo in it. So I bought that. And then I got a mag from Morris, put that all on. And then it's just a really simple bike. I ran dual capacitors in it just so everything, like the lights will work. Everything should be super dependable. If it breaks, I can fix it on the side of the road. So, because I'll ride this thing, like I'm really stoked just to ride it.
Yeah, dude, that frame is so sick. Like the single down tube frames, like the Paco ones, they're really weird looking to me,
Yeah,
for
the
some reason.
front, that's with that single loop comes all the way back to the trans there. So like it is, if it's weird in the picture, but the exhaust actually goes all the way with, I left about an inch of takeoff on it going off the frame all the way up and then brought them out the same around the trans because with the mag, I would have liked to put like an S bend there, but with the mids on it and the mag, I kind of was limited on what I could do.
Oh shit,
Yeah,
yeah.
that looks really good.
Thank you.
Damn, dude. Yeah, some nice fucking parts too. You said Jacob
Yeah.
Kennard fucking oil tank. You got a Morris mag on it. Northern Springers actually is the guy now, right? I mean, like, because Bone Orchard, I think, is stepping away for a little bit,
Yep.
or moving on to some new stuff. So Northern Springer's the guy. Bougie Billy, shout out our boy Bougie Billy has a Northern Springer on his fucking flamingo bike. There, he's bringing up.
He's got a Gusher front end too, I think. Didn't he win a Gusher too?
Is he that
He's got
lucky?
like, I'm pretty certain he's won both of those front ends, a
Oh
Springer
fuck,
off each
dude.
of those guys in a raffle. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but
See that the
yeah, I
guys like
agree.
that make me think I need to do more raffles. You know, I've never
I
won a
always
I
try.
raffle.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
won the I won the Bone
But then
Orchard
there's
one, and
guys
I'm
like Billy
done.
that win like 2 or 3.
Yeah, yep. There's that dude who you just kind of from around your way back in the day that won like how many did he win? Three, four,
Oh yeah,
five
he
bikes?
won the Born Free fucking like flathead,
Yep.
and then he won like 2 of Ryan Grossman's bikes in a row, like back to
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. There were like mobs
Yeah,
after this kid because they were like, something fucky's going on here.
yeah, Arlen,
It was
Arlen,
wild.
dude. I actually just saw him a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago after the Ghostface concert,
That's funny.
and I was like, "What's up with those bikes?
No
You
shit.
selling those for cheap? You raffling those off?"
Yeah. Fucking A. Yeah, the raffle shit's weird. I'm good. I know my luck's run out.
I don't see I don't see a lot of raffle stuff anymore. I don't know. I think it's calmed down a bit.
Nobody's got any money. No?
Yeah.
Shit
So,
sucks.
Sean, what's your plan for coming up for Idle Hands? Are you coming up just are you coming up for the weekend? You coming up for the day of the show?
Ideally, I'd like to leave Friday and then come out and kind of hang out. New Hampshire's beautiful, so I don't know. I know there's another motorcycle show, so I was going to bring a couple extra bikes to put in the show. Um, so I was hoping to get a little bit of, maybe like a day there too. I haven't had a vacation in a while, so I was going to try to take full advantage of being off. But
Oh, hell
hopefully,
yeah.
I have everything wrapped up and can roll out Thursday night, early Friday morning would be ideal.
Oh, no
Sick.
shit. So you're bringing some extra bikes, eh? What else are
Yeah,
you
I wanted
bringing?
to put I was gonna bring I have, 2 Sportsters, the one Eddie painted, and then, Depth of Image painted the other one. They're both beautiful bikes, man, like, cause the one, I know you're doing the drag races, so the one that Depth of Image did, that bike I built a hammer motor in. That bike moves right along. So I was gonna try to do some drag racing while I was there as well.
Oh, fuck yeah,
Sick. Fuck
dude.
yeah. Love to hear that.
Dude,
Sick.
that's gonna be wild seeing those drag races go. Cause like the way it's set
Yeah.
up, dude, like the show is here and then the drag races are right there. It's gonna be louder than fuck, dude.
And they're like from where everybody's going to be standing, like the vendor area, there's a little grassy hill, and it's the drag races are like below everything. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like stadium seating. When you guys are doing your drags, like people are going to be able to line up in that grass and watch the whole run. It's going to be pretty sweet.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's cool. Good.
I'm gonna take a couple hot laps, dude,
Are you
on
really?
the dragway.
Hell yeah.
They got some
Yeah.
legit shit set up though. It's Kenny's House of Horsepower and Fat Man, and they're taking it
Yep.
pretty seriously. Like Kenny's like what, semi-pro drag racer or whatever. They
He's
got
the
like
guy. Yeah.
the lasers and shit all set up. It's gonna be dope as
Yep.
fuck, dude.
Yeah. Timing lasers. And I think they got flag girls or a tree or whatever set up and everything
Yeah.
too. So like yeah, they're making it pretty legit. So
This show is
I'm
going
excited
to
to see how they
be
do it.
rowdy as fuck, dude. Like we're gonna have drag races going. We're gonna have the chopper games, burnouts. Like it's just gonna be you're gonna be deaf when you leave.
Yeah. Bring your pro.
And then we're gonna if you're not deaf after the show, we're gonna blow your fucking earballs out with the hardcore show. We're gonna
Yeah.
make sure everybody's handicapped, dude. When you leave and go back home, you can get a handicap placard. You're gonna have some
Uh,
primo parking.
You're gonna feel like it. Fucking A.
Now, can any
Yeah.
drag race
Yeah,
or is it
man.
just Harleys?
What's that?
I didn't
Can
catch
any
that.
drag race or is it just Harleys?
Yeah, anybody can drag race.
Okay.
Yep. Anyone.
Yeah. I'd like to
Yep.
see some dumb shit going down the drag, you know?
I don't know how it's gonna be set up, but if I had to guess, it's gonna be one at a time. I would assume. It's gonna be timed lapse. I don't think
Oh,
it's gonna like insurance wise, I don't know if it's gonna work out going two up. We'll see. I don't know. We're not running it, but I would definitely be weary of going two up with somebody I didn't
It's a
know.
pretty tight track. It's a
Yeah.
pretty tight track. So I don't think we
Yeah.
want, I think it's just the time lapse and then yeah. You're gonna
Yeah.
have to
But we'll
brake. You're
see.
gonna have to have some decent brakes on that shit, dude.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
that'll
a
be cool though.
performance test. It's more so than a drag race. Yeah, because it's not a long run up, and there's not a real long there's a
We're gonna see
fucking
some
there's a
stoppies.
there's a
Yeah.
fence at the end, so like you gotta stop. So you gotta have both. So it'll
We'll
be
put a
cool.
ramp at the end just in case your brakes don't work.
Or parachutes or something. Yeah, that'll be sick.
Sick. So,
Kenny knows what he's doing. Fat Man knows what he's doing. They'll usher safe, awesome drag races for sure.
yeah. Yeah, so Sean, you said you saw you kind of were accumulating parts and you were going to build this bike anyways. But you saw it was Count Chocula. I think he's an East Coast guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Philly.
Okay. When did you I guess hop on board? Was it I can't remember when you submitted yours. Was it late?
It was
I
pretty
think it was
early, I
later,
think.
right? In
It might
July?
have been. Yeah, it might have been. I'm not 100% sure, but I saw him do it and I was like, I'm building it anyway, so I might as well jump on and see what happens.
Yeah.
I was really excited when I saw that you were entering because we just got to see that purple and black Sportster that you did with Eddie at a party at the Pen last year. And it was like right at the front of that row, like right when you walked in, that fucking thing, man. I could stare at that bike all day. So I was like, all right, sick. I know where this is going. You know what I mean? So it's cool. And here you are, final 12.
Yeah. Yep.
So, oh, you were at the I didn't I guess I didn't make that connection. So you were at Party at the Pen, which was the inception of the Idle Hand show is the ride back from
Yeah.
when we saw all those fucking sick ass bikes, we're like, dude, we can't do another VFW like show. We need to do something big, you know?
Yeah. That
And
show
I think there's
genuinely,
a severe lack of build offs nowadays.
yeah, for sure.
We need to
That
get
show
back to the build
genuinely
offs.
that was the spark. Like we had never, even on the way out, we did not discuss anything like this. That show was just like we saw it and we were like, man, there's nothing like that at home, like at all, not even close. What if we did
So
this? And, wait, there's no more build
Sean,
offs. What if that happened?
Sean, have you been in a build competition before?
No, this is the first one. I would love to do the Bitwells one. I just right now time wasn't on my side, and then I wanted to do this one because it was right in New Hampshire. So I was like, "This is cool." So I'll be able to jump on this and go
Yeah.
from there.
It would have been convenient to be in California too, though, for born
Yeah, that's
free.
it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, did you get to go to that while you're out there?
No, we're jammed right now, so I'm just getting everybody set up because I'm gonna be leaving for it's like 2.5 weeks. So I'm just getting the guys all set
Yep.
up. They know everything to do, making sure they have welding wire, gas, and everything to just keep production up.
Oh yeah,
Gotcha.
what are you doing out there? What's your line of work?
So we do pretty much I'm a pipe fitter. We do a lot of process piping, steam line, caustic line. So any piping, any fabrication, machining, pumps, anything of that nature we do.
Right on.
Oh, no shit. And they have plants in New Jersey you typically work at, but they just open up a new is this like a big thing to expand out west?
Yeah, so it's pretty much now they can produce out here, and then any beverages that they do sell. We have one in New Jersey, New Jersey, so that'll actually go to like the Midwest, and then they'll have the West Coast taken care of from here. And then they'll
Oh, no
co-pack,
shit.
so
Okay.
they products for pretty much anyone. They'll co-pack their product as well.
Yep. Um, when you're in New Hampshire, I mean, you said you've been up to New Hampshire before. Is there any place that you're gonna be definitely going that visiting while you're up here?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna see pretty much. I kind of just go off just the whim, so I'm just gonna wherever we take a ride and wherever we end up. But it seems like there's so much to do at that show, so I don't know if we'll really be cruising around too much. But
Yeah.
definitely when I go places, I like to kind of cruise around and check the area out, take a ride.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing next year, Idle Hands 2, I wanna incorporate a riding component,
For sure.
like a poker run or something like that, get people out on their bikes and ride because this is
Yeah.
all it's all, like, in the Greater Manchester area, which is not the greatest part of New Hampshire, you know?
No, it really
As
isn't.
far as New Hampshire goes, there's much more we have to offer, so I would love to be able to we recommend, like, Seacoast, like, Hampton Beach is awesome, the White Mountains, awesome, and then, like, Lakes region, and it would be awesome to do a ride, with
Yeah.
everybody at some point,
Yeah, especially the
Maybe next
builders.
year Sunday's a ride. Yeah, that I was gonna say, especially with the builders, that would be amazing.
Oh, yeah. That's how we know your bike works. You have
Right.
to do a 700-mile round trip around a tour of New Hampshire, and then you show up at the show.
Yeah. God. If you told me I had to do that with the Panhead right now in a week and a half, I would be shitting my pants. And I'm pretty close
Yeah.
to done with it. So I can't even imagine. I think Doom's leaving on his bike Thursday. So when this comes out, it will have been yesterday that he was supposed to have left his house on his idle hands bike. So
Yeah.
thoughts and prayers. Fucking
Yeah,
A.
I love the fact that a lot of the builders, like, when we first kicked this thing off, I'm like, "A year to build a bike? That's a long time." But then when life gets a I mean, life starts life, and dude, next thing you know, it's like everybody's still crazy, like, building. Like,
Yeah.
everybody's under pressure, everybody's still building. I was honestly, when we kicked it off last July, I was worried everybody was gonna be done in the spring, and then it's, like, not even fun, you know? Like, part of the
Yeah.
fun of the competition is down to the wire and everybody's scrambling to get shit done, you know?
Hmm. For sure. Yeah. It's been crazy. Heart rates are elevated for sure.
Yeah. Sean, you seem pretty fucking confident, though. You're like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
go put it together a couple days, no problem."
Well, we hope so. Everything's a problem. Isn't a problem till it is. So, but
Yeah.
I like seeing a
Exactly.
lot of what they're doing. A lot of talented guys, and some of these guys, man, like I give them so much credit for what they've done. Like they're trying things I would never even think to. So it's really cool to watch what other guys are doing and to be involved in the whole thing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, there was something I wanted to ask you about because we got a lot of messages from, like, family members and stuff that were like, "Yeah, fuck Sean, fucking A, Sean." But you guys have a foundation.
Yep.
I didn't know if you wanted to talk about that a little bit because it seemed
Yeah.
I
So
read a little bit into it, but
yeah, we do a ride in September, and then it's a lot of fun. And then we go back to it's like a restaurant bar on the water, and then there's like raffles, um, like silent auctions, all sorts of stuff. People are so generous with us, like with tattoo flash and gift certificates. Eddie painted like an insane mirror for me. There's all sorts. There's something for everybody. And then we do like a 70-mile ride, and it's just a good time. And then we give the money to kids with cancer. So it's a really good
oh, no
thing. We
shit.
try, the best we can, and, help out a little bit. And motorcycles are cool. It always brings people together and they get to see something a little different with choppers and all sorts of stuff. There's some hot rods there, some vans and stuff like that. So it's really neat.
Oh, no shit.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, how'd you, I guess, how did you guys start doing that? Just, or what prompted you to start raising money for children with cancer?
So my dad, he drove a truck, and then he would always pass this billboard, and there's this guy Gotch who's on the radio. The dude's like wild. Like if you think of a radio jockey, it's this guy. And they stay up on a billboard till they raise a certain amount of money. So my dad, whatever he had in his pocket, he'd always make sure he donated. So when he passed away, we were like, "Oh, we'll do this ride." Like I'm always working on motorcycles. You know, a lot of my friends have bikes, and then it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then so we were able to go there and donate, and then help out like a local family and help people with dinner for Thanksgiving, Christmas gifts for kids. Whatever we could really do, we just tried to make the best of a shitty situation.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, that's
incredible.
awesome, dude. That's
Very
like
cool.
one cause everybody can get behind. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm not like a real emotional guy, but I get choked up, dude, when I see like children with cancer because it's like,
Mm.
especially when you have kids of your own, you're just like, dude, that's got to be the absolute worst thing that can happen to anybody, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and especially sometimes the kids come to it, so, like, you see them and they're stoked, there's always, like my brother's in a band and then they're playing, so, like, the kids are just having a blast, like, it's loud music and motorcycles all over, so you really can't get much better than that.
Yeah.
That's so
Loud music
awesome,
and
man.
motorcycles, man. Yeah. Yeah. That's fucking
Very
awesome,
cool.
dude. So is that like a family affair? Your
Yeah,
whole family gets behind that?
yup, yeah, so my family does that, and people are so generous with us, like, we are very appreciative on what people donate, and I mean, it's insane some of the stuff that's there, it's really cool.
Please let us know with the one coming up this year or whatever. Let us
Yeah.
know, and we'd love to be of whatever help we can be.
Yeah, definitely, I
Yeah.
really appreciate it.
What do you know the dates already for this year?
I know it's in September, I'm not sure because what we do is when they get where they have the banquet at afterwards, like, we have to figure out the dates, but it's gonna be coming up where they start figuring all that out,
Yeah.
and then, it's always cool, a bunch of my buddies come out, a lot of the bikes I've worked on, so it's always cool to, like, get everybody out on their bikes, and everybody's looking, like, 6 miles, so with a peanut tank, sometimes you're like, "Am I gonna make this?" You know? So it's cool. It's a lot of fun.
Oh shit.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that'd be awesome to get down there. Jersey's really nice too. Like it gets a bad rap, but when you get to the nice parts of New Jersey, they're really nice. Like when I went to Cheap Thrills, I was like, "Oh my god, the Seacoast is beautiful." We
Mhm.
went down there for Stay Strong Co's wedding, Jean Luc, and
Yeah.
it was beautiful. It's like woods and stuff. When you see like The Sopranos, you're like, "Oh, what a shithole," like it's just delis and smokestacks and stuff. But like Jersey has some really nice places. I used to shit on it, just like, but yeah, if you get off the highway and you go into like these rural areas, it's actually really nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's not like what you see, like, once you get past, like, down into my area, it's mostly just pine lands, and you have, like, Seaside and all that, which is a nice area well, it depends, but it's decent. But you can go, like, we'll always rip over the bridge, go down the boardwalk, and then you can head out into the pine lands, and you're not passing anybody for a while, really. Like, it's decent riding, you just gotta be careful. There's deer and all sorts of stuff.
And the Mothman's down there too, right? In the Pine Barrens.
Yeah, they got the Jersey Devil, so that's, like, the big story everybody's like,
Is the Jersey Devil different than the Mothman?
I don't know, I've heard of the Mothman, but, like, in my area, like, the Jersey Devils, like, that's what everybody talks about, like, it's, like, a big thing, like, you go into stores and there's, like, little Jersey Devils or they have them out front of their establishment.
What is a Jersey? Is it like a werewolf or something?
It's like
He's the
a
devil.
horse with wings, deer body, yeah, it's like there's so many different versions of it, but it's pretty
Uh
it's like you see it everywhere, like, when I was a kid, I'd read books like I was really gonna see him, and it's all just made up, but as a kid, it was exciting.
yeah. I'm at the age now where I'm very suspicious about any of that shit, Like Bigfoot, Jersey Devil, like I'll believe it when I see it. I've seen some shit, dude, but I ain't never seen a fucking ghost. I've never seen a fucking alien. I've never seen any of that shit.
I hope it's
I
real
haven't
though.
gotten a lot of reputable people to give me firsthand accounts either.
Yeah.
I'll go fucking hunt for the Jersey Devil down there next time I'm in town. Go camping in the Pine Barrens.
I'm down.
Yeah, the riding's a
Um,
lot.
oh, I bet, dude. Yeah. Out there, like, because the pine, what'd you call it? The
Pine lands. Yeah, it's just like the Pine Barrens. So
pine
like,
lands. Yeah.
yeah, you leave my house and you're kind of just, you know, riding. Like we'll do 100, 120 miles, and you won't see anybody. So it's like late at night. Like I like to ride more at night. So I'll leave like when I'm home and go out on like a nice summer night, dude, and we're just ripping around till 2, 3 a.m. just having a blast.
No shit.
Oh, that sounds good.
Um, I was just to go back to the bike build that you're doing. I saw is that stainless steel exhaust that you're building on that thing?
Yeah, so I did, that was all from Stainless Bros. I highly recommend them. It's very quality, and they get you the stuff quickly. So, like, there's a few times I buy, 180 bends, and then I'll make my own bend on what I need. But sometimes I'll buy, like, short radius 90s if I'm gonna do something specific. And, those like, if you ordered something on Monday, you'll have it by Wednesday. So when you're
Oh fuck.
Wow,
yeah, they're quick.
that's good to know.
That's a hot tip, dude. Because that's hard
Yeah.
to come by is like quality stainless cuts. Um, Stainless Bros, you can just order it online. They're cheap and
Yeah.
reasonable and fast.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, they have short radius 45s, long radius, pretty much anything, like, ideally, 180s are nice because you can cut everything you need out of it, but certain things I do
Mhm.
like to use just a regular 90, it's all mandrel bent, and the weld quality on it's insane, like, you put a good purge on there, and it's sometimes with the stainless, especially, cheaper quality, you get a lot of porous and, like, kind of more of a sandy material, so it's not as nice, and if I do something, I want it to last as long as it can.
Yeah. So at your job, are you doing mostly TIG welding?
Yeah, so we do, all our process pipe is all stainless, 316L. So,
Ah,
yeah, that's all stainless steel, all TIG. Steam, usually I'll TIG the root and then we'll do a stick, cover pass over it. So we'll hot pass it, put a root in, do a hot pass with a TIG, and then fill it out with 7018.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I haven't built I've built some exhaust pieces. I haven't done a full stainless, like, full custom build. I've like chopped up some chrome shit and fucking stuck it together. But that's the next thing. But yeah, with the back purging and all that stuff, you're comfortable with it if you're TIG welding stainless tubing all day. You know what I mean?
It
Um,
can go wrong real quick though. Like, "Oh, did I turn that
yeah.
purge on?" No, you just sugared the inside. You're like, "That ain't good." It happens.
Yeah. The biggest pain in the ass I find with stainless is just the fixturing everything, you know what I mean? Like you got to get really I don't have all the good fixturing tools, so I'm always like balancing things together and like using clamps to fucking or just using my fingers to like hold it in place while I tack it.
And with welding, it's all about really being comfortable. Like, I even do like a dry run and make sure I can make it from this point to there. And especially with exhaust, you don't want to leave a start and stop where you can visibly see it. I put a lot of detail into things. And sometimes I'm like, oh
Oh, yeah.
man, of course, the start and stops like dead center of where you can actually see it. So, but yeah, just getting comfortable and playing with the machine. Every machine's gonna be different, but now these inverter machines are insane, like, you have pulse settings, you can change a lot to really have that work in your favor.
Mhm. What are you running for a TIG machine like at
So
home?
I have, a few of them. The one I just gotten was a ESOP that I really like. It's actually a multi-process machine, and, for
Okay.
aluminum, stainless, everything, like, the machine weighs 40 pounds, I could bring it anywhere, and it just runs all day, that thing's great.
No shit.
I think it's the first ESOB
I
recommendation we've had, at least in
yeah,
a
I've
long
heard that
time.
name. Yeah.
ESOBs are the
Yeah,
shit.
that's what
We had some ESOB stuff at my first job. We had a plasma cutter, a welder, and something else. And the ESOB stuff way outlasted the red and blues.
Yeah, that's what like even too, like I see a lot of these guys and it's like, even too, like when I didn't have a TIG welder, I would just run a scratch start so I could TIG weld everything. Because you can scratch start off any stick machine for the most part. And when I got started, it's not as nice as having a pedal, but you can really do a nice job with that and, learn and everything without being like really invested into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you using? What do you use to fixture uh the, the pipe when you're welding it? Like, do you have clamps and stuff, like special clamps to kind of like tack it up there, or?
Yeah, so I use tacking bands. It's really just you could get like a T-bolt clamp, and then what you could do is just cut a window in them, and it's nice because it
Mhm.
aligns it because you don't want any misalignment because then it kind of messes with the weld quality. So I'll tack everything up, and then with the stainless, you just don't want to take more time than you have to because it will warp on you, especially in the flange area. You really kind of have to be cautious. Just move at a good pace, and it's pretty decent, but.
Yeah.
But even in a vise with, like, soft jaws on it, that's ideal too, because then you can get it where you want and it doesn't damage the pipe at all.
Yeah. Are you doing like are you grinding down the welds and making it like, are you doing a full polish and all that?
If I had the time, I woulda loved to, but,
Yeah.
that year went by pretty quick. So when I finished the exhaust, I kinda set it to the side and, got the bike all ready and everything out to paint, and I got on a plane. So ideally, I woulda loved to, but I just left it, and, it looks cool. It's like a rainbow
Yeah.
color on it, so it only lasts so long
Yeah.
until I burn my shoe on it or something.
Inevitably. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Especially you said you're running mids too. I'm bringing up the picture again. Cuz that would go right by the heel of your boot, looks like.
Yeah.
And you don't have any pain receptors in the heel of your boot, so it'll just sit there and fucking smoke.
Mm, Melt.
um Question though, cuz that's another question I have, is just like, cuz I have a heavy hand when it comes to like grinding and shit, and I'm not that great of a welder. So if you wanted to grind down all the welds, so all the bends everywhere that you have to weld it down, what would be your approach to grind those welds down so you don't like create these fucking shitty divots? Like, if you were preparing to polish it, like what kind of tools would you use?
So I use it's like a little mini belt sander that's really good. They're like for doing spot welds in cars. They're pneumatic, so you can kind of what I do is I get Dykem. It's just like a layout fluid, and then what I'll do is I'll put it around all the welds, and then what I'll do is I go onto that weld until I see I start getting into the other material, and then I know to stop. So you could use a Sharpie marker as well because you gotta think you have those high spots, and as you're grinding down, you're gonna see when everything starts blending in and you're hitting that Sharpie marker. So now you know,
Yeah.
"Okay, I'm good there," and, but a belt sander works great. Just taking your time really, you know? And then
Yeah.
polishing wise, never polished anything myself. I have a friend that actually does polishing, so that kind of works out. Like any aluminum or stainless parts I do, you don't have to get chromed, and you can always repolish it. So
Yeah.
that's
Yep.
one thing.
Love stainless for that. So are you on the is it like a Dynaphile? Like it's a pneumatic like mini belt sander, like a pneumatic tool?
Yeah, it's just like a little. I mean, it's tiny, and you can get into all sorts of spots. And then I have contour sanders, so it's like a sander and has a belt. And actually, as you put it on the pipe, it actually contours the shape. And you just have
Blesses,
to kind
yeah.
of be cautious because that material moves quickly with you have good sandpaper on there, it'll come down quick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great to know.
Those
Yeah, I
things are
didn't
the
even.
balls for sand and tubing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I use one of those. I have a little belt sander, but what I had never thought of was to use the fucking layout fluid, dude. That makes so much
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. That's a tip I'll remember and use for sure.
Yeah, because I'm always just eyeballing it and my fucking eyeballs ain't that great. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
Especially
exactly.
when you arcs, like, going across things, now you're like, "Whoa, where was the seam?" So at least with the like, even anytime like, when I did the,
Oh,
merge collect
true.
on the lathe, I actually had bought in, thicker exhaust material so I could take some out of it and then make a really tight fitting merge collector so I didn't have any leaks, and then I just, did springs on it, but I turned that down on the lathe. But on with the Dykem on the lathe, it's nice because you can kind of really see exactly where you are.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's a good tip, man. Oh,
Mhm.
Makes me want to make an exhaust for this fucking shovel I'm building now. I got the hookup.
Surprised you're not.
What wall like are you using for the exhaust pipe? You said you go maybe a little thicker than you need to.
Yeah, so I know I believe that was 045 wall that I used on that, and then it might have been I can't remember the wall thickness I bought when I turned it down in the lathe. I only took maybe 20 thou off. It wasn't much because on those merge, I really like to make sure that everything fits. Because if it's gonna leak, there's nothing worse than seeing it leak there where you're like, even with the springs, it didn't help. Some guys use like
Right.
RTV there, but it doesn't look nice. So I try to really make it like you push that thing on there, you're like, oh man, it's hard to get off.
Yeah. Yeah, if you do have an exhaust leak, you can just melt your boot on it too. That'll also plug it up.
That's chopper shit right there.
Yeah, I think that's
God.
why a lot of guys wrap their pipes. They're just like, well, if it gets it, it's rusts out, because they got the fucking mild steel builder's kit or whatever, and they just
Yeah.
wrap it up and they're like, yeah, that's good. Most of the exhaust is staying in.
Yep. Or the high temp paint.
Yeah. So Sean, you said you're heading back. What's like your list of things to do before you're like this thing's done? Like, what are you on like final assembly? Do you have anything else that you have to fab
Yeah,
up?
so usually when I build a bike, pretty much do everything but wire it. So I'll lay where my wire's gonna go. And so pretty much when I get the bike back, it's just an assembly. So only thing I do have to make some linkage for my jockey shift, and that's about it. Is the only thing I didn't make yet, but otherwise everything hopefully goes pretty smoothly.
Oh shit. Jockey shift.
Um,
That's awesome. What do you got? You got something awesome on that jockey shifter?
No, I always wanted to like do something different, and then I end up just kind of like using just something, simple. I try to keep everything as simple as possible. All these motorcycles, like anything that I do build, I do ride. So I always want it to be practical and, I can do if you were like, hey, we're going riding like, 200-300 miles, I can, no problem,
Yep.
and then very simple. Like this one, I did two capacitors on, so it's a little bit more stable. It's got the mag. I did a 6-in-1 condenser on it, so if I do burn a condenser, I can always flip it to another one. It's just got an SNS carb on it, so everything's very practical, and parts are easy to come by.
Mm-hmm.
that's
Yeah,
gonna
dude.
be a killer daily rider for sure. That's fucking awesome. I love that.
Yeah. What's the length on that front end?
That's a 28 over, so it's definitely
28.
long.
Fuck. That's wild.
Is there any what's like is the neck like raked out on that
Yeah, so that
Ben
frame
Jeff?
is 5 up, 45-degree rake, and then it has 0 backbone stretch. So there's no stretch in the frame at all. So it's super tight.
Oh,
Like if
I
you
love
look even
that.
where yeah, there's like no backbone there.
Hmm.
oh no shit.
That's sick.
Yeah, you don't like I like when people explain to me the geometry of the custom frames they have because you don't see it. You know there's something different about it. Like I was like, dude, that fucking front end is long as fuck, but it doesn't look too long because it has 45-degree rake and then also
Mm.
everything's still tight in there. So it almost
Yeah.
looks like I'm like, how's he even packing that in there?
Is that a 21 front wheel
Yeah,
too?
dude.
Yeah, so it's a 21 front spool, and then I did a 19 on the back. It's only a 4-inch
21.
Avon Speedmaster I did. So it's just super tight in the back. The fender's really mounted tight. There's a lot of cool little fabricated parts like on the fender mounting and with the sissy bar. So everything's hidden. You can't really see anything. The seat pan like fit like insane. I did the pan on that and it came out beautiful. Um, what else? There's a lot of neat little stuff. Like when you really I'm not like the best picture taker. I wish I was a little bit better with like the content and like taking pictures. But when I would get home, I just kind of get moving, and it's like then I'm just involved. So I just kind of keep going with it.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of cool parts.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a good mix of different types of guys in the competition because there's some guys that they post a lot, like
Mhm.
every day, and they're doing videos and they're doing a lot of content. And then I just realized we said this last week with Shithammer Art, and then again it struck me with you. I've never seen you before. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I've seen your bike, and that's about it. You know, you're not one of those guys that goes out and does a lot of content and shit. But it's like I'm the same way too. Like I should do more content and like I should have stuff on my YouTube and shit like that. But when I'm down to work, like I just get sucked into it. And that I don't think about taking pictures of the progress and shit like that, you know?
Yeah.
I need an
Yeah,
intern.
that's the fun of it too, like, cause you get into these bikes, man, and, like, you'll get hours, the next thing you know, you look at your, phone, and you're like, "Oh my god, it's 2 in the morning, like, where'd the time go?" And you're like, "Well, I
Yeah.
still gotta turn down on the lathe or cut some threads for here," and, it just evolves, but then you start looking at everything take shape, especially, like, I rolling something off the table is, like, insane to me, cause now you see it on the ground, and you're like, "Oh, wow, like, this thing's cool." Get it outside and actually get some pictures of it.
Yep.
Yep.
That's such a cool feeling. I love it.
Yeah. I don't
Hell
have
yeah.
the fucking capacity in my brain to do like 2 things at once. Like when I'm working on bikes, that shit's hard for me, dude. I'm stupid, you know? So I need to like 100% of my brain on whatever I'm working on. And if I'm like taking pictures and shit, like no, I can't do it. I just need to be
Yeah.
focused and alone, by the way, too. I don't have anybody, nobody ever comes and visits me, you know, like I don't get anything done. I can
No.
talk about a bike if someone's in my garage. I'll do a little
Right.
walk around and talk about it, but I ain't, no work is getting done on that fucker.
Yeah. Unless it's like, hey, Rhino, I need you to come over and help me do this. Like the other day I had Alex and shout out Alex and Joel come over and help me put the motor in the panhead or whatever. So I didn't want to fuck up the paint too bad. Unless it's like, hey, we're doing this. If people come over, yeah, it's all out the fucking window. I can't focus on both. I end up telling stories or whatever. So yeah, I got to be alone.
Yeah. So, Sean, are you a night owl type of guy? Are you an early morning guy? Or are you just like
I'm both really.
when's your like prime time?
Really whenever, as long as I wake up and I'm in the mood that day to go out there and I know like, all right, we're gonna get X, Y, and Z done. I get very involved when like working on these bikes. I really take a lot of pride in doing it. It's amazing like seeing what other guys created, what I did, and watching these other guys like, oh man, this is like it's cool to see. Like I'm not real big on Instagram with like going on there often, but seeing like what other guys are doing was really a neat process. But me, I get pretty dialed in and I go out there like, okay, I'm gonna do the exhaust today, make some oil tank mounts up, get the C pan done, and then just make sure everything fits and is tight and it looks clean.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Clean for
uh,
sure.
what are like so you have access to a lathe at your house, right? Or is
Yep.
that at like at through your job? Okay. What
No,
are you running
so
for a lathe?
I have a clausing, 10 by 36, and then I have a clausing mill. It's like a miniature Bridgeport. The bed could be a little bigger, but you can do a lot of stuff on it. Um, so I have that. I try to do as much as I can, but sometimes, like, with bungs and things, like, they're cheap. Sometimes I buy them, I'll turn them down, and then I'll get everything. But a lot of the tabs I make, like I'll do them on the mill. I made some cool parts on the mill for under. You'll never see it, but it's under the trans plate where I mounted some things for like my brake pressure switch and stuff. So that's all hidden. I really just try to make them look like they almost did come off like an assembly line. Like, you see some of these bikes and the wiring's just insane. The way these guys ran brake line, their throttle cables, like, all that stuff. There's some talented dudes out there. It really is.
Mhm. Yeah, I suck on a lathe. I'd love to have a mill. That would be help. Every once in a while, I'm like, fuck. I wish I had some decent tooling sometimes.
Yeah.
Lathe has been super helpful. I got a little mini lathe and I'm just doing little guy stuff, but it's super helpful to just when something just barely doesn't fit, you don't have to fucking hit it with the grinder and spin it in your fingers,
Yeah.
Like you can just turn it down real quick and it's like perfect. You can make a pin like easily, like make some linkage and you want it to hook in a certain way. Um yeah, I can't I gotta it's one of those tools that I'm gonna make room for in my shop to get like a real one, like a big one.
Hmm.
And the
Mini one's
tooling's
good. It was cheap, but you have access. I mean, you through like by virtue of your work and stuff like that, you have access to the knowledge and to the tools that you need for welding, which in my opinion, welding is probably the number one skill for building choppers, like custom bikes. Like if you can weld, I don't care what kind of welder you have. That's when you really get into you can make custom parts for your bike. You can make parts for your bike. Welding number 1, and then lathe is probably gotta be number 2, because then you can really between a welder and a lathe, you can make anything.
yeah. The lathe is definitely a process to learn. Same thing with the welding, but it definitely helps and I enjoy it. It's especially on the motorcycles. Like I would have loved to have done that for a living. I didn't really want to weld pipe. I wanted to build bikes, but piping bills,
If
motorcycles are kind
only,
of.
yeah, if only you could make
Probably doesn't
money
pay
on
as well.
bikes.
Yeah. I mean, maybe if it was like 2001, like, you could make some quick money welding up some
Yeah.
fucking bike frames for, Discovery Channel or whatever, but nowadays, it's a labor of love from what I understand.
But even, like, as a kid watching, like, Jesse James and Indian Larry and all these guys, like, even talking to Eddie sometimes, like, the idea is, like, he's just like, "Yeah, man," like, he's so stoked to just do it. So it's kinda neat because it's like I would watch all this stuff and be inspired, and then I really started building motorcycles and learning, and every one I try to make better than the next and learn from it and constantly growing.
Yep.
I think those
So
shows subconsciously got a lot of us of this age group into that stuff. Like I watched all of them, not necessarily religiously, and I truthfully don't remember like the span of my life that I was watching bike shows. But now thinking about it, and the titles kind of coming back in, and Jesse James is still doing it and shit. It's like that definitely had an effect. Like they're still doing it, and I still remember this shit. And like it's weird that in some weird circumstances, some of these circles are crossing now too. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? But it's really, really cool. That shit
And he
definitely got me started on it.
those bikes too, like, they had big TP motors in them, like, those bikes were making power. And,
Yeah.
he'd be riding over the pulling wheelies and stuff, like, as a kid, I was like, "Dude, that's insane."
Fuck
Yep.
yeah, dude. Absolutely.
Yeah. I missed all that stuff. In the early aughts, I didn't have cable, so I didn't see any of that shit, and now I go back and try to rewatch it, and it's TV from the early 2000s. It looks like it's from the 70s now, like because the
It's a hard
TV
watch.
quality has gotten so good, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you watch, like, old American Chopper from, like, 2002, and you're like, "What is this, fucking 1979? Like, what did they record this with, VHS tapes?"
Yeah. There's a lot of the produced drama and stuff you can tell that goes on behind the scenes. That shit, yeah.
Yeah.
It's easier to spot nowadays than it was back then.
So, Sean, there's another question I wanted to ask you that we were hoping to ask all the Idle Hands builders, but me and Dan are both equally retarded. I think we
Yeah.
combined IQ of 100, maybe.
Not
Um,
anymore.
but we forgot to ask. We asked like two people this, but I think it's a great question. What do you do if you win the $10,000 purse? What are you going to do with the money?
I'd like to build another bike for next year, honestly. I didn't really think about, like, winning. I kinda just did it, and wherever it took me, it took me. Um, I think it was more of, like, the process for me, just seeing what other guys were doing, and I appreciate every aspect of it. The bikes are all cool, so just going there really, and then winning, that's just a plus, but I got a cool bike at the end of the day, well, I think's cool, And yeah, but I would love to do. I didn't even think about winning. I really just thought about next year. If I have the time, ideally, I'd love to build something wild like a Sportster, something like that, like a digger frame, and then bring it to the show and drag race it and hopefully show it, or I don't know, something cool. But if I won, I don't know what I would do with the money.
Hell yeah.
Definitely something cool.
Yeah. I love how everybody that we ask that question though is like, I'd just build more bikes.
Yeah.
That's what I would do too.
Yep.
That would
Or
not be paying
usually,
down the mortgage. That would not be paying off
Yeah.
debt. That would be buying bikes. Yeah.
yeah. Or they say the same thing. They hadn't thought about it. They were like, I didn't, that wasn't an option, or, that wasn't a thought. I'm just here.
I kind of
I'm
forget
building a bike.
sometimes that we even are doing that.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
I think that's why we forget to ask people about it, because it's not like the main motivation behind the
Right.
show, you know?
Yeah. For sure.
And just the build aspect of it was cool. Like that's what really got me into it. Like, well, I'm building this anyway, so I might as well see how far I can go. So I guess it was more of just a challenge on myself
Yeah.
to see what I could do.
Yep.
That's what we were hoping for. That's what we were going for.
Yeah, dude. So Sean, is there anything that we didn't touch on that you wanted to talk about your build or anything else going on?
No, everything really. I mean, it's a really simple bike. I don't really go like crazy with like, putting a bunch of stuff on there that doesn't need to be there. When I think of like a chopper, I'm just like, all right, it's got a gas tank, at least a back fender, a seat, and I can rip this thing around and do wheelies. And then that's really it at the end of the day.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Gee, I want to
love
see
it.
a wheelie on this thing.
I was
Yeah,
just thinking that's
wanna
gonna look
post it.
a wheelie with a fucking 28 over. That's gonna look
holy
sick.
shit.
Down the drag strip, dude. Wheelie the drag strip.
Yeah, so I'm hoping
Do
I
a
can
quarter
get
mile in the air.
before the show and get everything really dialed in. It should go fairly quickly, the dial-in process. So make sure that it's all timed right, the push rods are adjusted, everything's good, and then just enjoy it. Then I'll move on to something else.
Hell yeah,
Away
dude.
she goes.
Fucking A. Dude, well, I'm so stoked. I can't wait to fucking see it in person. I'm dying to see the paint job. Dying to see this thing, like, because the last update was a while ago. So the last
Yeah.
update, this thing is, on a scissor jack in a backyard, and it's just like bare metal. And the next time we get to see it all complete, it's going to be right in front of us, Like that's the coolest part to me is the day of, like, most of the builders aren't posting anything anymore because they're like, why the fuck am I posting anything? There's no more cuts, I'm already in the motherfucker. So yeah, if you are not going to the Idle Hand show, you're fucking stupid. There's such sick bikes gonna be there. Like, if you only go to one show this year, make it be the Idle Hand show. Whatever you got to do. I know this is like the Friday before. You got about 6 days to get your
Yeah.
shit together, but you should definitely be calling out of work, putting in for that PTO, quitting your job if you have to, scrounging up, to go to your parents' house and steal that big fucking water cooler jug they have full of pennies and shit. Go to the Coinstar and cash that in. That's your gas money. Okay. You're going to look and you're going to borrow. You're going to take out one of those really high interest loans from one of those fucking little check cashing places. They charge you like 300% interest. Take out a few thou and get your ass to the Idle Hand show, dude, because you don't want to miss it. It's the first one, and the magic of this show is not going to be matched. I guarantee it. But Sean, dude, I'm so stoked. I'm so happy that you came on the show and we got to squeeze you in. You are the last Idle Hands builder that we'll be talking to. Stick around. I want to talk to you after the show. We're going to send these lowlifes into their weekend. Lowlifes, get in the garage, get in trouble, have fun. And if you ever stop chopping, I'm going to be disappointed with you. Deadbeat Customs. Steve over at Deadbeat Customs is all about grassroots motorcycle riders who build and customize their bikes. When it comes to building a custom motorcycle, they carry the best brands available. Go visit their brick and mortar store in Tewksbury, Mass, or at deadbeatcustoms.com. Remember, enter code LOWLIFE at checkout to save some money. Stay Strong Co. Jean-Luc makes the most heavenly hot sauces in the world. The shits, and hotter than a Harley and a pepper patch, Lowlife chopper sauce. Go to staystrongco.org today and grab yourself the holy trinity of hot sauces. Beck Built Fab. Dustin is the plug for excess chopper parts. Drum, disc brake, mid controls, hand shifters, foot clutch, modded worm gears, intakes, and more. He can do any fabrication, weld repair, upholstery, or maintenance job. Check him out at beckbuiltfab.com. Revenant Chop Co. Connor isn't about overpriced lifestyle merch. It's chop clothing made for the garage, for the blue-collar builder who'd rather spend his money on parts than trendy tees. It's not just another stack of black t-shirts either. He drops wild garage-born designs that stand out, gear that looks great, covered in grease, or on the side of the road. Check out RevenantChoppers.com.